And welcome back to the Nose Plays Slay the Spire, part 3 of our series with the Defect. We are on Act 3, Floor 3, ready to climb to the boss that the game has chosen for us, which is the Bird Boy boss. This is a fight that I think we actually have a pretty good chance of winning. Some of the other ones could be difficult, but one of the things about this fight in particular, if I'm not mistaken, is it doesn't seem to scale as hard. As long as we can clear the two starting birdos, we're going to be able to just generate so many lightning strikes that our thunder attack is going to be really spicy. So, that being said, what's the best way to get there? There's only a few ways we can really improve our deck at this point, and we're looking at events can improve our deck with special upgrades and other things, but they can also sometimes be negative. Shops, we have a fair amount of money still, and so we can hit up another shop. There's a really late shop, which is interesting. So double shop is definitely an option if we take the path that gets us there, and there seem to be two. Elites are going to be very difficult for us. Some of the elites might even just be straight up impossible. And this is a situation where I'm trying to think if we even have enough to do it. The problem that we're encountering is that our damage is consistent, but it's small, and it takes a lot of time for us to really build it up. Having something like a skim in our deck would help. Having some removal would help get rid of some of these cards that just aren't performing at all. This is one of those rare situations where instead of removing a defend, I would probably remove the multicast. This card just has not paid off for us ever. There's a few other cards in our deck that I feel like have somewhat underperformed. I would consider removing this Go for the Eyes, just because we bought or grabbed the upgraded version. So this would be kind of like the two removal cards that I'd really consider just dropping. Everything else feels pretty good, honestly. Yeah. It's probably just those two. If we were to get our two shop removals. So we take the early shop removal, get rid of one of those two. I think this is, like, for sure the path that we start on. Then from here we have choice of one elite right before the boss. This is elite with campfire right before and campfire right after is probably the safest, but then we miss out on the shop. And there's no way to get to this second shop without fighting an elite. Okay, well, this is definitely where we want to start. I don't want to take too much time. Alright, Sweeping Beam feels really good here. Streamline could be great. And then just reinforce body. I like that okay. I also like Sweeping Beam, Hologram, Sweeping Beam, Reinforced Body. The downside to that is we end up with 2 more cards in hand, and if they're really good cards, we might regret that decision. But I want to get as much damage as evenly across these guys as possible while I can. And having this in our opening hand, okay, that actually... not the worst. Draw. Okay, and then a bite. So we either block 7 here and take 9, or we bite for 7 and take a lot more than 9. Actually, we got 10, right? That leaves 1. Ah, we're 1 off from our Tori helping us out. Yeah, 1 more point of block and that could be really, really good. Oh, this is really ugly. How much block can we generate here? This is 16, this is 16, this is 7. It's like 40 points of damage. And I can only block... Ooh! X random colorless cards to your hand, they cost 0. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Exhaust. 9 and 8 is not going to be enough. Play Equilibrium Leap and we draw 1 random. That doesn't seem very good. This is a tough decision here. If we draw a card, what is the card we hope to draw? It's probably Auto Shields, right? I don't know. Nothing else is gonna... So what would that put us at? If we had Leap plus this, Leap and Auto Shield is 20, that's only like 32. 34? That doesn't even remotely get us where we want to be. I think we just go for the damage. Static Discharge. Equilibrium. And then save this for the, like, a little bit later. Would hurt. Evoke your next orb X time. It's 4 times 8. Is a lot of damage. Hologram for our beam attack again, potentially. Or the Thunder Strike 9 times 3. Okay, so 9 times 3 is 27. That's a kill. The two on the outside are more dangerous than the one in the middle. Oh yeah, it's random. Damn it. It only works well when it's... Go for the eyes is 4. What else do we play here? I can't play the hologram. The double defense are bad. So it is actually, we play this, I think. And then go for the eyes here and hope we get a kill. Nope. Now we gotta deal with all this block. Alright, well the good news is I think we can kill this guy now. So he's only got 15. That's 14, and it removes all the block. So this straight up kills a 14 health. Those 3 kill him. This sets up one of these to die. That's our best play. Melter sets up. One lightning strike will kill him. As long as one of these 2 hits here, we're good, because then we only take 1 point of damage from our Tori. Alright, and then we just need 17 damage here, which we do not get. Are you kidding me? We have 9. Okay, now we have it. Oh yeah, we do. Let's play this. Stilled Chaos come in really handy. I'm tempted to pick up the Beam Cell Plus. 2 stacks of Vulnerable could set up a really powerful Thunder Strike because of the fact that it is an attack card, even though it has the same animation as the orbs. So it does benefit from the Vulnerable status. And a 0 cost damage buffing card definitely has potential in our deck. Huh. Alright, well that was easy first turn. Not a lot of choices there. Tempest, Buffer, Barrage. I need at least 2. So is this Buffer Tempest? I think this is just Buffer Tempest. We miss out on the Barrage, because the Barrage isn't going to do anything unless we play Tempest first. But I don't want to take 13 damage either. Ooh, grab the right card. Oh wait, we can play both. Yeah. Play the Barrage now. It's going to suck, but we can play this for just... Well, this will charge 3, so we'll swing for 8, which is more than what the Barrage would do. Yeah, let's do that. So the first one will be evoked when the last one gets pushed in. There we go. And that's more than the Barrage, so same amount of mana. And this card, again, feels worthless. Just every single time we see it. What was that? Why did the buffer get removed before the big attack? We didn't take any damage. How did we take damage to remove the buffer? I'm confused. I'm gonna have to go back and see what happened there. This is weird. The buffer was supposed to block the attack and it didn't. Yeah, I really don't know what happened there. I think we play... That's 27, and we still get some damage in. So I can bite, or I can sweeping beam. Sweeping beam could potentially draw us a zero-cost card. I really want to play the streamline. I think we'll just play the bite and gain the 2 health. He's at 19. Go for the eyes, it's going to help here. Sweeping beam gets us a draw. Stack is a really good draw. Self-repair helps us get back in the game. And then we either melter, stack, or bite stack. I think it's melter. Stack, and now he's lethal next turn if we get a good draw. In fact, he's lethal right now. Right? Oh, we don't have loop. The loop's not active. Okay, so... it would be tempting to just ball lightning here and kill him, especially when we're staring down this, but I can actually hologram for another bite and gain 2 more health. Alright. A second sweeping beam could be really clutch. I also like this Leap Plus. I would much prefer Reinforced Body Plus or Auto Shields Plus, or like this is like the least exciting of the plus defense cards. But having a second sweeping beam gives us 2 chances to draw it early against the boss where we know we got to get AoE damage in. So we know our final boss AoE is going to be very helpful. Alright, what do we got here? Let's take a look. Wing boots. Ooh, ignore paths when choosing the next room. Up to 3 times. Letter opener. Every time you play 3 skills, deal 5 damage. Cards which exhaust when played will instead discard 50% of the time. The Strange Spoon is one that I was talking about with this card, Genetic Algorithm. So this allows you to proc the Genetic Algorithm buff more frequently. So that's an interesting combo. A second self-repair could help us get to the boss with more health. I really like Essence of Dark. That's not the one I thought it was. Never mind. This just channels 1 dark orb. but here's the duplication potion. Your next card is played twice. This gives us the same potential to double our Thunder Strike as the mirror card did. The removal is happening. We gotta get rid of this multicast. That feels like such trash in our deck. And then we have a couple of other options. I really like Dark Shackles. It's a one-time effect, but losing 9 strength can actually really cripple an enemy for a turn. Upgraded Sunder. Upgraded Sunder actually has a strong place against certain enemies. Being able to remove one of the 2 birds with a Sunder and then get all of our energy back would feel pretty good. I just don't know how useful it's going to be outside of like a few niche cases. But it could be really good because anytime it is a lethal attack, it's free. So basically, if 32 kills, it's free. Am I talking myself into this? Damage has been an issue. Alright, we're gonna take that. I think the other self-repair could be helpful because then we could heal 14 in fights where we're not taking a lot of damage. Sweeping Beam, Buffer Tempest. Yep. No, we want to damage. We got a lot of beefy health to get through. Getting streamlined down to 0 feels pretty good. It's rather annoying. Ugh. Hologram for the buffer, and then we only play 1 card. Or I hologram for the streamline. Get some damage in. Still play some defense. And this actually hits for 12. This hits for 8. Yeah, so we just... not quite 12, 15. Not sure why that was 15. Man, that's gonna hurt. Okay. This turn can go for the eyes. Defend, self-repair, bite. Cool, we take 1 point of damage. I like that. This is really coming in clutch. Get it to proc. We have 3 attacks. I would like another attack, but unfortunately... Such luck. Alright, now that we have our loop in play, every turn we're getting like 5 lightning strikes. This is pretty clutch. Alright, so auto shields into hologram into what? Auto shields drops this down to 10 damage received. Stack is like 21 by itself. So it's like hologram into stack, and then bite self-repair. That feels pretty solid. Times 2 is 14. 14's enough to get us to 1 damage. So this is the play with 2. So that gives us 2 energy to play with, which it means we're either looking at static discharge, ball lightning, and bite. Static discharge, ball lightning. 14 gives us enough block to reduce the 3rd attack below 5, which means that we only take 1 point of damage. And he triggers the thing. And now we're looking at Thunder Strike here for 9 times 5. Beam Cell puts the vulnerable down. Yeah. Beam Cell for the vulnerable, 13 times 5. We can still dual cast at the end of that. And that's lethal, right? He'll charge up and then we'll trigger the loop. Feels pretty good. I like having a second one of these in our deck. The highest threat here are the 2 exploders. We need to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Bite. Play that for the 6 block. Darn it, we needed like one more point of block to get this down to 1. So that's pretty much guaranteed. I can get him to lethal next turn with that card. And I can kill him this turn with this card. But we lose out on the self-repair this time. And we take 11. Hologram might be able to pick up self-repair if we really need to. Oh, perfect. Sunder coming in big here. And now we can kind of stall around this guy to try to heal up. Auto shields is enough defense by itself. We take 7 if we swing, which definitely sucks. But we'll only take 1 in return, I think. And we'll get another card in hand. Or we just Tempest. I think we just Tempest, because this doesn't trigger the Thorns. And we just let the Lightning do the work. And maybe we get Hologram to pick up self-repair or something like that. Hey, looky there. This was an easy fight. And the only thing left here to do is press the end turn button. Speed potion. I like these 3 much better than the speed potion, so we're gonna pass. Another ball lightning to generate more lightning orbs. That would be 3. I'm gonna grab it. Alright, our first major decision. Are we looking for our campfires? I think we just get the campfires. See what cards they gift us. They're Tempest. Gain a bunch of gold, lose the idol. Down for that. Rest. This is a skip. Treasure chest. Threaded needle. Start each combat with 4 plated armor. That's actually really helpful. I don't want to risk this. I'm not feeling super confident in our deck. And these guys are scary. I think we can beat the boss. But if we get the wrong fight, we could be put in a really bad position. 2 madness, lose 8. Lose 3 max hit points. Does madness play well in our deck? I think it kind of does. Now that we have quite a few higher cost cards, hitting a madness on one of those could actually be clutch. And losing the 8 hit points is irrelevant. Gain strength at rest sites. Not particularly helpful at this point in the game. Alright, so this is pretty much it. The big fight here, we get a shop with 400 gold and another rest site. I think we're in pretty good position to beat the boss at this point. We just gotta survive this. Right, madness here feels pretty shit. Tempest does the same thing as Zap, so there's no sense in playing the Zap. So I think we just play the defend, play the bite, and generate as many works as we can. Hologram into Tempest? Tempest was consumed. It's an exhausted card. Hologram into Zap feels okay. The more of these we generate, the more powerful our later cards are. Alright, so then the option here is we play these for 1 damage, or we equilibrium and keep this whole hand into next turn. And that feels better, because then Go for the Eyes might come in handy. This could draw us a really clutch card, and just having a defense card is better than having nothing. So I like that. I like that a lot. We can just get enough orbs generated to go off big. Ooh. 45 almost kills us. The good news is we can make that more manageable with these 2 cards. And that's basically free. We have a second equilibrium in hand, which gets a good portion of the damage reduced. And we have a defend sweeping beam, or a defend loop, or a defend bite. We're going to retain the rest of this hand for next turn. I think we go ahead and play the defend here. And I think we go ahead and play the loop here to start getting our ticks in every single turn. We get to keep all these cards anyways. So. Alright, how many have we generated? 5? This would be 6. I would really like to have the buffer up next turn. So it's buffer, ball lightning. We can't play this now, but I might be able to pick it up. And then we just get some healing. Look for our hologram. There's our Tempest. 12. so we can auto shields Tempest here. Yeah. Self-repair. Just a little bit of damage. Buffer's gone. Alright, we're really close. The vulnerable plus the sunder might be close to enough here. Exactly. Alright, well that was good. The merchant card removal service is now always 50. Well, that saves us a little bit of money. And I think we're going to pass on these. The claw doesn't really benefit us. The chill kind of benefits us. Starting with a bunch of frost orbs gives us defense while we get to our other cards, which generate all our lightning orbs, and then this just goes away. So I'm actually considering this. What are we removing? What are we removing? Is it a defend? Does defend our worst card? Or is it the other go for the eyes? See, I think even though the unupgraded go for the eyes, it still can block a lot of damage with a timely weak, and it's 0 cost, and it can deal 3 damage, so it's just free tickle damage. I think it might be a defend. Actually, we're at the boss. This is the last boss. Getting rid of a self-repair at this point actually makes a lot of sense. Because this card doesn't do anything for us. Meal ticket's worthless. Dead branch. Whenever we exhaust a card, add a random card to our deck. Oh, hello, capacitor. I like you a lot. That might be it, though. Exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. Interesting. Alright, the real question is, are any of these potions better than the ones we have? A power can be really clutch. Duplication potion is our win condition. Distilled Chaos just throws a bunch of cards out. Is throwing a bunch of cards out better for free than Swift Potion or Skill Potion? I think it generally is, but it's a little bit dicey. But if we get in a pinch, that's the way we're gonna get out of it, maybe. The only other card here that might help us win is Mayhem, just because it plays a card every turn. But it could also mess you up. Like, this could accidentally give us block and prevent us from using auto block. I think we're gonna pass on it. Blizzard is the Thunder Strike equivalent of the Frost cards, which is kind of cool. But we don't have any frost, so I think we're gonna go ahead and heal one more time. Do we need to heal? Yeah, we should. Ah, and a skim. Okay, cool. I'll take that. And we're in it. Alright, first play is this. Then we just Sunder auto shield. So Sunder getting a lethal here would be better. I think I'm going to go ahead and drink this now. Oh, this is really good. Lightning now hits all enemies. Channel 2 lightning. Alright, so first we auto shield for 1. Then we Sunder here. Then we do this. Beautiful. Okay. Go for the eyes. We don't have to worry about him because lightning's going to hit him for 6, so he's dead. We just need to focus this guy down now. Which I think is this. No, we gotta play. So this times 2 is 14. Yeah, we play Equilibrium. That gives us 20 block. That they're only going to be 21. And then we bite here. And then we hold this for next turn. Double Tempest feels really bad here, unfortunately. Go for the eyes, reapplies the weak. Channel 3 lightning so far. So this is... Now he's dead. We're gonna take 20, but we can block all of it. I could get more out of these. I think we're okay to do this because we have so many lightning strikes in our deck now. And we can pick them up, potentially. I don't want to have to wait for that card to come all the way back around. So, Beam Sail will save the madness. Both of our sweeping beams are a little late. Zap is another way to... We're going to take 7 times 4, that's 28. Do we have a good block card here? We can pick up the Equilibrium. We still have the Thunder Strike. We could pick up an auto shield or an equilibrium. It's just the auto shield. Ah, we already got block. Damn it. Oh, that feels bad. That feels clutch. Yeah, I gotta remember to check. Picking up an auto shield doesn't work because the hologram generates a block. Alright, so this is like... get a lot out of this. I could soak the 21 with buffer, and then we play these two cards. I feel like that was okay. I can block most of that with this. I need one card. What's my one play here? Stack? What does stack go off for? 10. Okay, so those... So I still play one card. It's just bite, right? Yeah. Bite. Stack. And then that for 14. Go for the eyes is good here. Equilibrium is good here. Bite. Bites. Sunder doesn't kill. I don't think this counts as a kill when we hit him. We'll see. Lightning, zap, I can equilibrium again. This is a big hit. Frick. 6, 7. 7 times 3. It's 21. He's gonna take 15 for sure. So that's 47. And the ball lightning is enough to trigger his next thing. So I think this is the correct. Okay, and we got that back. So now I can play this and get this out of our deck. Okay, cool. So that did count as a death. Goes to nothing. Gotta draw into something, right? Got it. With the duplication potion, I think we got it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. The hat trick has been completed. Just under 4 hours. A pretty good showing with the defect. Definitely had some mistakes along the way. Those auto shields, you really have to be careful how you play those, and I goofed it more than once. But you can see the defect's a lot of fun to play. He's a setup champion, I think, setup hero. Once you get your setup rolling, you tend to just steamroll enemies pretty well. But until then, it can be a little dicey. Not being able to upgrade our defensive cards to get a little more out of them, like 15 block on an auto shield and 12 on the leap and whatnot. That kind of hurt us a little bit, but not enough. Not enough to slow us down. So I feel really good about this last 3 runs. I'm not sure how much more Slay the Spire I'm going to do on the channel. I really enjoy playing the game. And I like streaming it in my Discord, so I've been doing that quite a bit. But as far as doing more recordings like this, I don't know how many more I'm going to do. I'm tempted to do one for the Watcher, and when I've played the Watcher a little bit more and I feel like I can actually give good commentary on what I'm doing, I'll probably do that and get a Watcher, hopefully, to the boss and see if we can't beat the boss with her. But after that, I'm not sure that I'm into this game enough to do all the ascension climbing. I think what will probably happen is if I get to like ascension 20 at some point, I might come back and revisit this and do some videos on ascension 20 for you guys. But until then, I'll just have to think about it. If people are really enjoying it and these videos really go like big on my channel, I would obviously be more interested in doing some more Slay the Spire content, maybe at each ascension level. But um, this game takes a lot of mental power to do that, so we'll see how far I get. Until next time, this has been the Nose Plays, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day.